This is a journey into sound.
I would never start to have the argument whether or not a record sounds better. I think it does. I don't know if it actually does, but for me it does. And that, because music is so subjective, that's enough. That's what matters.
Well, what's the best picture ever drawn, you know? And when you look at the full spectrum of, you know, the analog to digital and the crossovers and what's become of it, the special effects that they've designed, you know, and vocals and stuff like that are just incredible, right? And you got to appreciate it for what it is.
The sound that vinyl has, the little problems and little ticks, and somehow it adds to the sound, and every vinyl lover will tell you that. It's just something about the sound of it.
The warmth of the sound, something you probably hear a lot when people talk about listening to vinyl, is just the warmth that you get and just the fullness.
I think because vinyl records are the first format. It's like this, they've been around for 120 years, maybe a little more. And so that's never changed. It's like, this is how we were able to access this music in the beginning, and it's still the way we can access it. And it has a certain aesthetic, audio aesthetic that is something that can be recognized through that whole history. So it feels like you're a part of something more.
In the broadcasting industry today, there's a new pause for station identification. It's CKPG, Prince George.
Putting the vinyl track on and listening to it in a surround sound atmosphere and just cranking up the volume and listening to it that way. And I felt like I noticed something different, but I don't, you know, I'm not an audio expert. I'm just a fan of vinyl.
I think the sound quality is number one. I mean, when you're getting digital, you're getting a compressed sound. So it's not a recording where you've got, you know, all the different instruments in a different wave. It's all in one. So the record is it's not condensed. So you're hearing a fuller sound. So there's just no other format that has that.
It's that thing about the analog, you know, like people are realizing that they're seeing stuff that, you know, it's trickery, you know, in the music, you know, like they'll listen to it and they'll see the videos, but they know that, you know, like there's trickery involved in it. It'd be the same thing as seeing a movie and then going to see a live play, you know that what you see in front of you is all real, and it's organic, let's put it that way.
That's an interesting conversation, especially now that most of what we listen to is recorded digitally, and then people still put out records. So it's a digital to analog experience. So you might have the sense or the idea that when you buy a record, you're getting some sort of full analog experience, but for the most part, 90% of the time, that's not the case these days.
My husband being a sound tech and me being old school, you know, I prefer the simpler sounds, more natural sounds. So I kind of feel it's all a little milli vanilli. And we were at the recording studio in Vancouver once going through a workshop, and to watch the whole process, it was all so technical. I do think you lose a lot of the heart and soul out of it.
My only son.